day 12 of being a girl, and we're gonna go buy tampons.
Trans women get their period.
Jello of the squid system.
This person might feel like a snail throughout this person's gender. That's okay. If anything, we should just winter's pronouns. How to use soup's pronouns. Present pronouns.
So we're never gonna be able to do
But it's not a name. They're saying their pronoun is a shroom. Shroom self.
Shroom self.
Yeah, that's our gender identity. Hi guys, it's Misha and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be reacting to some woke TikToks with my friend Brendan.
Hi everyone.
They said this was family friendly.
I think no matter the size, she is quite mobile for her size, but it is very provocative.
It's just not appropriate for children, I think, right?
It's not
It could be at a straight pride parade, if that's a thing. It would still be inappropriate.
Watching
so
her
funny.
roll around,
it's very
I'm sure
funny.
that's why she has all these likes.
They'll get positive reinforcement for that. Yes, you're so brave. This is the lesbian Snow White, by the way. I don't know if you know her.
It's pronouns and sentences, so let's go. Why would you want to be called an object? Oh my goodness, tale as old as time, y'all. That's not the point. Sometimes they just feel the most correct. It is such a wonderful person. Its smile is so contagious. In fact, I saw it make a whole audience smile.
But
To
isn't
me,
it kind of
just sounds
dehumanizing?
derogatory. It makes the community look bad, so I'm not understanding why she's like putting this out
I
there.
know.
You had to use shroom's pronouns and sentences, so let's go. Ding, ding, ding. Shroom's pronouns are neopronouns. And that's as far as I can explain it because it's not my experience. Also, it doesn't need to be explained because it doesn't hurt anyone. And it's just a human experience that you can't control and you can't help. We should stay curious about that feeling and we should help ourselves the best we can.
Wait, I would say that if we want to help that person, get help because you're not a shroom.
Yeah, and if you want to be called something or named something else, you can always, go through the legal process of changing your name so people can call you that.
Yeah, but
which
it's
makes
not a
more sense
name.
to me.
They're saying their pronoun is a shroom. Shroom self.
Shroom self.
Yeah. They're saying that they're a shroom. Like, that's their gender. That's their gender identity. So
How can you identify as a shroom?
that's a good question. I don't know.
How to use snail's pronouns and sentences, so let's go. The reason that a person might want to use snail's pronouns because this person might feel like a snail throughout this person's gender. That's okay. If anything, we should just be here to love and support this person. I know that neopronouns are valid and they are here to stay. Snail is such a wonderful person. Snail's smile is so contagious.
This is what metaphors are here for. I feel like
I feel like a snail.
there are ways you can set up a sentence to tell people how you're feeling. You don't have to have a neopronoun.
True.
And because I see a lot of people change their pronouns, they change their neopronouns.
Present pronouns and sentences, so let's go. Winter's pronouns. How to use soup's pronouns.
Look, emoji self pronouns. Noun self pronouns. I thought this was IBS pronouns.
Winter's pronouns and sentences. Winter's pronouns are a form of neopronouns, and oh my goodness, isn't that just so cute? Him's pronouns and sentences. Him's pronouns. And of course, validation does not have to come from me or anybody else. It's most important to come from yourself.
Except they want to dictate language and make everyone use those pronouns. But then they're like, oh, we don't need your validation.
Right.
I do like to hear validation from other people because then I can know if I feel safe.
So you're making her feel unsafe if you don't use him's pronouns.
Hi, I'm Jello of the squid system.
What is the squid system?
The DID system. So this person has multiple people in her head.
Oh,
in
and
his
that's the
head.
squid system.
And my head hurts. And usually that means I'm like disassociating.
There's a lot going on.
I didn't know it was March.
Yeah, I definitely agree that there's a growing presence of people who claim to have DID. However, they have a lack of focus.
And that does happen with people with DID. Like,
that
they
does.
can't remember, like, them switching from one
Okay.
alter to another. Yeah.
And another thing I did notice is that they did have top surgery performed on themselves,
Yeah.
but they are missing nipple
Yeah.
on both sides, which I find,
I've never seen
I've never
anyone
seen that.
do that.
There's a lot going on
There
in this
really
video.
is, yeah. There's a lot of creativity but there's already so much stigma with DID. It's like you can be creative in other ways because it's so obvious that a lot of these people, they don't actually have it.
In order to gain a following and mass clout.
I'm a non-binary alter in our system. I age slide between ages 15 to 20. Do you know what's happening?
The age fluidity.
Right.
Which is
a thing. People also
that's not possible.
say that they're age fluid. Yeah, I made a video about it.
Okay, you can think
that you're 5 years old when you're 50.
But you're not going to go into the DMV and you're not going to tell them that you're age fluid. They're going to send you back home.
One of their alters is paralyzed. They're not paralyzed. One of their alter is paralyzed. So when that alter fronts, they have to use a wheelchair.
Fat phobia is rooted in racism and more specifically anti-blackness to shape a societal beauty standard that is anti-fat. That includes being thin. That includes gaining muscle so you can look toned and have less fat on your body.
Exercising is fat phobic and racist, apparently.
Is that what she's saying?
That's what she's saying.
So yes, if you work out strictly for appearance-based reasons, you are fat phobic.
Wanting to be skinny or get healthier and like build muscle is fat phobic.
Both of us agree that going to the gym is something people do on the individual level. It's something they do to improve upon themselves. Routine, it gives you schedule, it makes you feel good about yourself.
The women are applauded a lot more if they post something about like fat phobia, for example, right? Men, you never see that in the comments. Like, you go queen, whatever.
Oh, that's true.
You have to be super thin, like a model. And now it's the opposite, where it's like you can't lose weight or else you're fat phobic.
Oh, that's true.
Right?
The two people who are gaining most of the attention, right? The models and the very overweight people.
Exactly.
When I think we should be focusing on people who are in the middle because it's the healthiest.
That's a good point.
SZA's song Big Boy Season, it's catchy and I really like it, and also it's fat phobic. All the different like portrayals of big boys like in the like SNL skit of it all perpetuates fat phobia.
How?
I don't think it does.
It really doesn't. By having fat people in the video, she's saying it's fat phobic.
That doesn't make any sense. She's almost paying respect
to the big
overweight
boys.
Community, you know? Like, go get yourself a big boy.
Day 12 of being a girl, and we're gonna go buy tampons. Let's go.
No, why do you need tampons?
Right. What are you going to do with the tampons?
What are you going to do with the tampons? Where are you going to put them?
Where are you going to put them? And then this video is probably going to get him into the White House. Because you know Dylan Mulvaney? He went to the White House, talked to Joe Biden. After his days of girlhood, I think he's trying to do the same thing.
Like, where does that go? Oh my god, what the hell?
You know, there was like a shortage of tampons and pads. And then this is the type of person who's buying it.
Where does the string go? I bought tampons because I've never bought them before.
Yeah, that's perfectly valid reason to buy tampons, right?
If you need one, love you.
Okay.
Shedding of the uterine lining, aka the bleeding, is just one symptom of a period that some people can experience.
No, so that is the period, what he just explained. That's not just part of a period, that's like the period, but okay.
And this symptom, along with the other symptoms often associated with periods, is the result of hormone levels in the body. And because of this, some trans women who are on progesterone and estrogen get to experience the other symptoms as their body attempts to drop an egg that doesn't exist. The bloating, the cramps, the mood swings, the cravings, those are the symptoms that some of us get to experience. Oh, and period poops. Yeah, those are a lot of fun.
Basically, he's saying that trans women who go on hormones will get like cramps and stuff and bloating, and that means that they have a period.
But they're not having any blood coming out of them.
That's what a period
that's their
is.
Period.
But that's their period because they have bloating, which is
I think that's more or less a side effect of the medication or injections.
Trans women get their period. Might be a little surprising to hear, but both yes and no. When I say no, it's because trans women do not have a uterus, so...
Video should have ended there, but okay.
A lot of trans women will get period-like symptoms. So that includes...
Sure, but that's not a period.
Pain, swelly feet,
Did you say swelly feet? I got this info from doing research online. It may not be completely accurate. Do men get periods? No. Biological men do not get periods. Trans women do not get periods. They can't get periods because they don't have a uterus.
That's right.
Simple.
I'm a canine Therian. But what does this mean? A Therian is somebody who identifies as wholly or partially non-human, specifically as a non-human animal. Instead, I feel like a dog or a wolf.
Well, you can feel something. Doesn't mean like
it doesn't mean
you are
you're a dog.
something.
Exactly.
And I think if you are having, if you're acting and you're having thoughts as if you are a dog, I think perhaps you need, you need psychological evaluation. I know when I was in the 3rd grade, no offense if you're out there and you're watching this video, but there was this one girl, I won't name her by name, but she would wear a collar, get on all fours, jump around, shake the entire classroom, bark, and disturb our educational proceedings. So
did she wear like a tail or something? Just a collar?
I don't believe so. She had a collar and a leash, and she would bark.
I've seen videos like that.
It's extremely disturbing.
It is.
Where do I think she ended up? Well, I don't know, but if I had to guess, I don't think, she did too well.
I feel like this is romanticizing mental illnesses, right? Because a lot of these Therians or furries or whatever.
Is that what
that's
a furry
what it
really
is?
They're meant to be?
A furry, they just like to dress up as that.
Exactly, yeah.
But what is this? A Therian? They feel like their soul or something is like a cat or like a wolf.
I'm going to be showing you how to use emoji pronouns and send.
What is this? Emoji self. So they would put like a heart. Heart emoji is awesome.
So what would your 90-year-old grandmother who doesn't even know what an emoji is call you?
A heart emoji?
But how? She doesn't know what a heart emoji is.
Well, then she's a bigot. She's a bigot. She should get sprayed with the water bottle. Did you see that video?
No.
Yeah, they're spraying people with water bottles if they don't use their correct pronouns.
I use Zer and Fair for when I'm feeling different genders. And when I'm feeling more like I want to use Zer, I associate.
They use two different sets of gender identities, correct? So if they're feeling a certain way, how is someone in the public supposed to know how they're feeling? How are you supposed to know how to address them?
That's the thing. So every day you would have to say like, hi, today I'm going by these pronouns, and they could change every single day.
So every single time this individual approaches someone, they have to explain to another person that they are them or they them.
Exactly.
You could feel a certain way that day, but...
Yeah, but then you can't really get mad at people.
You can't get mad at them if they get it wrong.
For misgendering you.
No gender. Just like, no, gender, no thank you.
Gender, no thank you. So sometimes they don't even have a gender. They just don't have one.
So how do you address them?
You don't, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Associate Fair with more of like all of the genders. 100% different for everybody.
That's also a problem. It's different for everybody. And then it's also like with the definition of a woman, for example. People will say, well, it just depends on how you feel. Or a woman is being brave, but a man can't be brave. It doesn't make sense to say it's different to everybody. There has to be a clear definition.
Zay and I are going to Five Below later today. I hope they don't forget their wallet again. Faye went to go get a drink from the water fountain. Well, in Pup Self outfit today? Where did you hear that from? No, Bug told me Bug's self that Bug's seen it before. Heard back from A. A felt sick this morning, so
they would have to teach this in schools now.
They would.
Right?
Because we're already using a variety of gender identities or pronouns in school. There's just going to be a whole array
of neopronouns.
And that would be very difficult.
It would. And for people that don't speak English, who have to learn English,
oh my goodness,
this is going to be a disaster. Okay, that's all for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.